Hey, welcome to the video. So, this video I'll be talking about the timer function. I'll give you a small application. So, for that we'll need a button, width, wrap content, height. I'll have it as match parent. You'll understand why. I'll add some text. And a function it calls. Let it be called start. It should be centralized, so I'll set the gravity to center. And the type of layout to linear layout. Okay, so we have a button ready. Now I'll show you what's a timer function. Yeah, so my function is called start. So what this timer will do is it will run a set of action for the given repetition period. So say you give a 1 second delay, this function will keep happening every 1 second. And that can be adjusted via the parameters. So I'll show you how. First we create a timer object, timer t, new timer. So this is the object that will control the timing. Next we'll create a timer task. This is the actual task we want to do. So timer task tt is equal to new timer task. Click this one because it will generate all the functions and close with a semicolon. So this function run, this is where everything happens. Whatever you put inside run will happen in this period of time. And then we need to schedule this. We schedule this using the timer. So timer object is t.schedule, my timer task, which is tt, the initial delay, I think I'll start from the very beginning, and the gap in between repetitions, that's the period. I'll leave it as 1000 milliseconds, that's 1 second. We could do a lot of things inside this run function, maybe animation or changing text. So I'll show you an example of a small animation, rotation animation. I'll take my button. I need to create an object for that. Button btn is equal to button, and I need to set an ID. Say btn, findViewById, R.id.btn. So here we have our object. Now rotation, I'll do rotation now. btn.setRotation, that's the function that rotates. And the problem here is we don't know what's the exact orientation or how do we increment rotation. We can't pass a variable inside this function. That's not allowed. Even if you see here, the object we are using cannot be simply passed. It needs to be a final object. So even if we pass a final object, we won't be able to change the value. So how do we take care of the count of the angle? For that, we'll get the previous rotation angle and then increment it by a little value. So I'll do btn.getRotation. So that will give me the rotation value of the previous iteration, and I'll add 10, or the current position rather. So I'm incrementing by 10 radians every time this function is called, and this happens in the period of 1 second. So I think that's it. UI is ready. I'll run this. Gradle building. Okay, it's ready. Yeah, I'll click the button. Now you'll notice it's rotating at almost 10 radians a second. There are a lot of applications you could use this for. Right now this looks like a clock. You could actually make a stopwatch or a countdown timer, or use it for other funny animations if you know any. There are a lot of things you could do. Actually, even a alarm clock, set the time, count down to that time, and then start playing a music file. I mentioned that in the previous video where you could play a music file off Android. There are a lot of other creative ways you can use this. So yeah, thanks for watching.